NBA basketball. Warriors did exactly what they had to do yesterday. They came out and demolished the Portland Trailblazers. Vince, what did they put in the first quarter?
They dropped a Sammy Hagar on them. They went 55 in the first quarter.
Beautiful basketball. Loved all of it. All the young guns got good reps towards the end of the game. The Warriors did what they needed to do. Their last three games win against OKC, 136-125. They win up in Sacramento, which is probably not a precursor to what's going to happen in the playoffs, since Sacramento sat most of their starters. But they went up there 119-97, and then they go a little further up north and they beat Portland 157-101. Finish the season 44-38, sixth in the West, and we'll be seeing the Sacramento Kings starting Saturday, I believe.
Saturday, 5:30 p.m. We got the primetime Saturday night game, and I'm hyped. I'm fucking ready. Freaking ready. I'm trying to not swear. Too bad.
Before we get into our predictions and our takes on the upcoming playoff series here, Klay Thompson clears 300 threes in a season. Only the third player to do it by his fellow backmate, Steph Curry, and then James Harden as well. And
Steph Curry did it 4 times. James Harden just the one. So
right.
There you go.
And then our Iron Man awards go out to not just Looney this year, but also Jordan Poole, who finished the season playing all 82 games. So I love it. I love that they are able to, withstand the whole season. Looney's been a godsend. Poole, I appreciate you finish out the whole 82. A little bit more seasoning, but I love the promise that we have going on with Poole right now. So
there's a couple other little fun facts about the Warriors season, especially the 3 backcourt teammates, Poole and Stephen Klay. They set the record for most threes by 3 teammates in a season. I believe I don't remember the exact number. It's like 779 or something like that. So obviously with Klay clearing 300 this year, that helped a lot. Steph only played in 56 games. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have been up there as well. And the other thing they did was it was so they just did all the threes. Oh, they also are the first 3 backcourt mates to all average 20 points a game or higher.
Wow. Remember at the beginning of the season when everybody was hating on Klay? That he couldn't shoot anymore and he was stopped shooting, and he made 300 threes.
I think Curry finished out at like 264. Like Curry was no slouch either.
So. No, he ended up games. 3rd in threes this year, even though he missed almost 30 games.
No, but I think he shot like over 200 threes this season, like made 200 threes.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. He had like 260 something or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So he was 3rd in the league and made threes, and Jordan Poole had like 210. So
still impressive though. He played only 56 games and shot 267.
Yeah. So I mean, if he played 70 games, I'm sure he would have cleared 300 as well. So that could have been the first time teammates do that. But
yeah, absolutely incredible.
Ifs and buts.
This Warriors team's going to be healthy.
Yeah, 100% they're going to be healthy. I think your question mark going into this playoff series is going to be one thing. What is Wiggins going to give us at the table?
Yeah.
I think that's the big question mark that everyone's wondering, is obviously Wiggins is not going to be game fit. He may be physically fit, but he's not going to be game fit.
Right.
He's coming off the bench.
Yeah. He not having to play the play-in tournament this week means you get to integrate him a little bit on your own terms, I guess, through practices and stuff. So that's an advantage there, at least,
Sam thinks that Wiggins is going to play game 3 starting.
I think I think he'll play games 1 and 2, but I think he'll be starting game 3.
You think he'll be starting game 3?
We'll start telling your secrets on air, sir.
Go ahead.
He'll be back starting by then. Yeah.
I put my pants
Tyler
on
likes to
right
sniff
leg.
socks when he's done with them. He told me that off air.
I don't think Wiggins starts this series. My humble opinion. I think he's gonna be a really quick 6-man, like super quick. I think if Poole were to start or Dante were to start, the second that we start getting out rebounded, you immediately put Wiggins in, right? So I don't think he starts. I think If he does, it's because it's maybe a game 7 and it's all hands on deck. But I don't think he starts the series.
I think he's starting well before then. I think by game 3 he's the starter no matter what. I honestly think that, because he was the starter going into this year, and as wonderful as Dante's been the last few games, providing that energy. Same with Gary Payton II. Wiggins, when he's like ready to go, and he'll be back to his regular role as a starter. And so I think that's going to happen a lot quicker than you guys do, I guess.
I said game 3.
Yeah, you and Sam are in agreement.
Okay. Then a lot sooner than you, Tyler, Captain A-Chair.
Don't forget it. Don't you forget it. Predictions. Let's just go into
I'm not ready to predict.
I think we have to make predictions anyway.
You have to. Warriors or Kings. And if you chose the Kings, I'm not going to get mad at you. I will not. We will not hold that against you. What do you think?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first. I really like the Kings. I mean, obviously we're all Warriors fans. The Kings should win. I just don't think the Warriors are going out like they're not going out in the first round. Championship DNA.
If you had
the heart of a champion.
You had to label a game. How many games?
I think it's going 6 Warriors.
Okay.
All right. I also have the Warriors in 6, and there's a couple other things I want to add on to that. The Warriors under Steve Kerr have never lost a Western Conference playoff series. The only time they've lost a series under Steve Kerr, it's been in the finals. So I think that I will be shocked if the first series they lose under Steve Kerr is a first round series. I'd like, no matter how good the Kings are, I believe the Warriors have figured something out, at least a little bit on the road, to get through this first round. That being said, the Kings are obviously a lot better than anybody gave them credit for, and I'm genuinely happy for the people of Sacramento. They have a winner finally, and this will be the first time, assuming the Lakers win a game and get actually into the playoffs. This would be the first time that all 4 California teams are in the playoffs in the same year. So and
California's going to set a ratings record.
All 5 Pacific Division teams, because Phoenix is in the Pacific Division. They're the 4 seed. So you're looking at a really, really good division top to bottom. And
except for
that's
Portland.
why,
except for Portland.
Well, Portland's not in the Pacific. They're in the Northwest.
Well,
I'm saying the Pacific Division, not the Pacific time zone.
That's fair.
Come on,
A-Chair.
You come up into my house. Come on, no. So yeah, I really think the division has been good top to bottom. Obviously, you got 4 teams already secured in. The 5th one should get the job done, and they just kind of been beating the shit out of each other the entire year. That's why part of the reason why the Warriors were so bad on the road and so great at home is because the division was really good top to bottom. So I think that kind of starts to even out a little bit, and we go back to Sam's favorite term, championship DNA. I don't think the Warriors lose in the first round. I also get this feeling that we as Warriors fans, we kind of, we're kind of having good, happy feelings for the Kings, about how they, like how well they've done this year. That being said, I don't think the Kings fans quite feel the same way towards us Warriors fans. I suspect they probably hate us a little bit more. If you want to compare it to baseball, I think it's the way that Yankees fans look at the A's versus the way the A's fans look at the Yankees. Like,
they should, Kings fans should chill out, because we gave them Harrison Barnes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
they
no. We didn't give them Harrison.
We
Barnes.
gave Harrison Barnes to Dallas.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Dallas gave Harrison.
Yeah.
Somebody he started somewhere, and he started with us.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is, I think they hate us a lot more than we hate them, and it's the same way like with us as A's fans. We hate the Yankees, but the Yankees don't really even think twice about us. They're like, oh, it's a cute story. I wish you guys well, or whatever, So I think we got a little bit of that coming. So it's going to be a raucous crowd, I think.
I don't think
hold on. But hold on. Your story here about the Yankees and the A's and Warriors and Kings. Is there any history between the Warriors and Kings playoff wise that would be a reason why they don't like us?
No. I think it's
because the reason why I don't like the Yankees is because of Derek Jeter and Giambi not knowing how to slide.
Well, also, I mean, it's partly a money thing with the A's and the Yankees thing, but it's also a jealousy thing. Let's call it what it is. That's a history of success. The Warriors have had the last decade of success, and the Kings, outside of that one, 5 or 6 year period at the beginning of the 2000s when they were, fighting with the Lakers for supremacy in the Western Conference, they haven't really been anything to pay attention to. So I think you got a little bit of kid brother syndrome kicking in as well.
Well, yeah, I have a question for you guys. So are Warriors fans warming up to the Kings because of the fact the Warriors have been so terrible this season? Like, do you think there's a bit of that?
No, I think it's it is watching your little brother grow up, right? In a sense that you're like proud of them. You're super proud of them.
Yeah, because we were the dog shit team for 40 years. And so when we finally got good, it had all the good feelings, and we're seeing another team that's kind of close to us. And I'll be honest, in those early 2000s when the Kings were in the playoffs and they were playing the Lakers, I sure as shit wasn't cheering for the Lakers, So I mean, I was definitely on Team Sacramento for those playoff series, man. So I do have a little bit of warm fuzzies.
Won that series against the Lakers.
Yeah,
Sacramento should have won that series. We know what happened with the referees.
That game 7 was atrocious for refereeing, but that's a whole other story that we don't need to get into.
I mean, if it happens between us, or I have to get into it, then
right, of course. No, but I just will. That was obviously 2 decades ago. We're focusing on this series coming up. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think, and the fact that these older Warriors players don't have to get on a plane to go play in Memphis or even down to Phoenix or LA. Like, you're just talking about a nice little bus ride for about an hour and a half up the road, up 80 to get to the game.
Well, my prediction, nice. I'm gonna give you a double take here. I say the Warriors win in 6.
Okay.
Right.
So that's the podcast prediction.
Well, hold on.
6.
If the Warriors can't pull it off in 6, I think they lose in 7.
Okay.
And the reason why I say is because I don't know how many games you've watched or how many you've caught when they play in Sacramento, but that arena is very eerily similar to how it was when Warriors were playing in Oakland. Just that loud, in your face, hostile environment. The Kings have got a good arena, and they should be really proud about what their fans are producing over there as far as, having home court advantage. So if the game has to go to 7, obviously it's going to be back in Sacramento. I don't think the Warriors pull it out in 7 over there.
Okay. Win it in 6 or you'll lose it in 7. I actually, I don't hate that prediction. I think that would be a tough ask to win a game 7 on the road when you've had your road struggles all year long. Yep. The Warriors did win their last 4 out of 5 on the road to close the year, but at least 2 of those wins were basically gimmies because Portland and Sacramento both did not play anybody of note in those games.
Before we jump off of basketball here, just one quick note. Since we know that the Suns and the Clippers are going to play, I mean, any predictions on that one, you guys? I mean, we're watching the Suns, who always seem to fold in the playoffs, and the Clippers, who are going to be without Paul George. Who knows if Kawhi Leonard is going to play all the games? I have no idea.
Phoenix in 5.
Yeah,
I'm calling for the gentleman's sweep there.
Yep,
I'm pretty much the same boat.
Just Clippers.
I think if you got KD, you got KD, and they don't have Paul George. I think Paul George is not slated to come back to maybe the end of the first round or beginning of the second round. So that sucks. Sucks to be a Clippers fan. Sorry, Billy Crystal.
I thought that was always the case.
Yeah, it has always sucked to be a Clippers fan. That is absolutely correct. Always.
You're listening to the SVT podcast. Subscribe on YouTube and hit the bell to get alerts when we post new episodes. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at SVT Sports Pod. Slide into our DMs. We would love to interact with you.